Good morning, students. Chapter 11, Understanding Geometrical Shapes. Today, we will learn three-dimensional shapes: cube, cuboid, prism, pyramid. In our daily lives, we can see things such as books, football, tables, dice, ice cream cones, etc. All these shapes are solid. These shapes are not flat like rectangles, circles, etc. We call them three-dimensional shapes. Let's understand them. There are three figures here. First figure is a line segment whose length is 5 cm. Here we have described this line segment only on the basis of length. This is only on one measurement. In this way, if we can describe a figure on the basis of just one measurement, then we call it as one-dimensional figure. The line is also a one-dimensional figure. Talking about the second shape, it is a rectangle whose length is 5 cm and width is 3 cm. Can this rectangle be described here based on just length or just width? Think. No. Here it is necessary to tell us both measurements. To describe a figure where we have to tell two measurements, then it is called a two-dimensional figure. In short, we write 2D for two-dimensional. Generally, all flat shapes like squares, pentagon, circle, etc. are two-dimensional, that is 2D shapes. So can you now tell how many measurements are necessary to describe the third shape? Think. Absolutely right. Third shape is a cuboid. To describe it, we need to tell the measure of its length, height as well as width. A figure in which we need three measurements to describe is called a three-dimensional figure. In short, we write 3D for three-dimensional. Generally, all solid shapes such cube, cuboid, prism, etc. are three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Let's know about three-dimensional or 3D shapes. Cuboid. Can you tell how many flat areas it is made of? Try it. Let us tell you. You can see that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is flat area. Thus, the box of matchboxes is made up of 6 flat areas. The upper flat areas of a solid shape is called its faces. Hence, there are total of 6 faces in the cuboid. Now look at the intersection of any two faces. There you will see a line segment formed. A line segment at which faces of solid shapes meet is called an edge. If you look here, there are total 12 edges of the cuboid. Similarly, when 3 edges of a solid shape meet at a point, it is called a vertex. So now, can you tell how many vertices a cuboid has? Try. Let us tell you, here the vertex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The shape of cuboid can be in a brick, cupboard, box and table. Try yourself to find some more objects of this shape. Now let us see what a cube is. If the length, width and height of a cuboid are equal, we get a cube. That is a cuboid with all its sides equal is called a cube. For example, you must have used a dice to play. This is a cube. Similarly, we can see the Rubik cube, ice cube, etc. are of cube shapes. Like the cuboid, the cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Have you seen an object of these shapes in your science lab? Try and remember. This is prism. A prism is a solid shape whose 2 faces are identically parallel. One of these 2 faces is called the base and the other one is called the upper end. Apart from these 2 faces, the other faces of the prism are parallelogram. As the base of this prism is triangular, so it is a triangular prism. You can see that this prism has 5 faces, 9 edges and 6 vertices. Similarly, if the basis of this prism is a square, then such prism is called square prism. So now tell, if the base of the prism is rectangular, then what shall we call such a prism? Think. You are absolutely right. We will call it rectangular prism or cuboid. You must have seen pictures of the famous Egyptian pyramids. If you look carefully, you will see their shapes in this way. As you can see in this shape, the base can be the shape of any polygon, but the rest of the faces are triangular. We call such a shape a pyramid. Like prism, we name the pyramid by the shape of the base. As the base of this pyramid is triangular, so it is triangular pyramid. Here you can see that this pyramid has 4 faces, 6 edges, 4 vertices. Now look at this pyramid. The base of this pyramid is square. So this is the square pyramid. Can you find its faces, edges and vertices? Pause the video and try it yourself. Your time begins now. Correct. 5 faces, 8 edges, 5 vertices. Now look here. This is a cylinder. This is cone and this is a sphere. As you can see, there are 3 faces in the cylinder, which have 2 flat faces and 1 curved face. In this, we also see that there are 2 edges, but there is no vertex in it. The cone has 2 faces, out of which one is flat and other is curved face. Similarly, it has a vertex and an edge. Talking about the sphere, it has one face, but it doesn't have an edge and a vertex.